I got a crib so fat that you get lost in that bitch. I got a car so fast that if I push one button, you won't see nothing. I got a feeling that if it wasn't for me, it wouldn't be a lot of you niggas. Well, copy this then. Spend $1 million, count another million, boy.
Alright, I don't have anything that he just talked about. I don't have $1 million or a car that starts with a button. I do have one thing that nobody else in this league has, and that's this. Hopefully this isn't the only thing I have, because I embarrassed myself this week. So, it was an interesting week, for sure. It looked pretty close going into the weekend, but like I said earlier, weekend is where men are men and sheep run scared. So let's get kicked off with last week. We'll start off with Travis versus Caleb. That was actually really close. The scoreboard doesn't really show that it was very close, but it was. Travis only beat him by 1 home run, less than 10 RBIs, 11 strikeouts, but ERA was pretty close. But Travis, he took the win, went 8-3, definitely bounced back from last week's embarrassing loss in the game of the week matchup. But he's going to 1-1, while Caleb's also 1-1. Caleb, keep your head up. He kind of went backwards as far as growing up goes, but hey, you know what? You don't have step backs. It's not about how you fall, it's how you get back up. So grow your beard, and we'll see how it goes next week, huh? Then we got, this was the Climbing the Power Rankings award goes to Alex Johnson. Straight up kicked the shit. Just beat the piss out of Tim Reski. That's embarrassing. I mean, this stat line's embarrassing. And it's not even like they both had awful weeks and Alex is lucky. He just straight up balled out. I mean, 7 home runs, 41 RBIs, 69 Ks, 6 wins, a 2.6 ERA. Ended up winning 10-1. Tim, you looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Looking like Barry Bonds. Looking like a big dumb idiot. Step it up, Tim. Man, that's embarrassing. That is bad. Holy shit. And Tim, did you even show up? 3 home runs, 26 RBIs, a 2.27 average with a 5.4 ERA. That's embarrassing. I thought better of you. Then we go to the Red Hot Great Bambi. Only team in our league that's still undefeated. 2-0. 2-0. Huge. Huge 2-0. Huge. Actually had a pretty good week, and he beat Team Auto Pick. So good for you, Dusty. I can't really say anything else, but you were making an appearance in the league for your first 2 games. You definitely have the honors of being the only team left at 2-0. So congratulations, and don't keep it up because you're embarrassing the rest of us, and nobody likes to show off. So then you go to my matchup against Seguin. I had the lead for most of the week, and Seguin straight up kicked my ass this weekend. It came down to whether or not Adam Jones could score 2 runs, and whether or not one of my pitchers could get 2 more strikeouts. Well, they didn't. Seguin beat me out, and he beat me to the finish line. It looked like Usain Bolt running the finish line. So I'm a baby back bitch, and Seguin, his penis itches. So really, who's the winner in that one? Tell me that. Who? My penis doesn't itch. It doesn't burn when I pee. So, grow up, Seguin. And then you had the game of the week. This game featured 2 first-round playoff appearances last year by Uncle Dave and the Minam Bombers. This was a close battle. Tied in home runs. They tied in saves. Ferks had a 3.1 ERA. You think that would make that, I got ERA wrapped up. False. Wrong. You can never be ever so wrong in your entire life. 2.6 ERA posted by Uncle Dave. His pitching carried him. 58 strikeouts. I mean, nothing compared to Travis's pitching, but damn. Oh, hot damn. So, Dave ended up winning 5-4-2. That's how close that one came to be. So far, game of the weeks have been pretty fucking close. Pretty good matchups. So that was back and forth. And Uncle Dave decided to drop his cane and become a young man again. Good job, Uncle Dave. So then we'll go straight to standings here. Let me get everything set up. Alright, so leader in runs would be not easy being cheesy. The only thing you're good at. Scoring runs. That's it. Home runs would be the Great Bambi. RBIs would be Dr. Lipschitz. Considering that you didn't draft for offense, good for you. Stolen bases, not easy being cheesy. Once again, goes along with runs. You're still team auto pick in my eyes. I don't respect people like that. Even if you are my cousin. Average to myself. On base percentage to myself. Then we go to strikeouts would be the Great Bambi. Wins, Great Bambi. Saves, Great Bambi. ERA, Dr. Lipschitz. And whip, Dr. Lipschitz. So those are your standings right now as far as stats goes. I would say that Dr. Lipschitz and Bambi definitely showed up the most. And right now it's telling me the leader of the Hank Aaron division is Lick My Pujols. Stinky Pujols at that. And then the Ricky Henderson division leader would be the Great Bambi at 2-0. And the Cy Young division leader would be the Balking Dead. Though it is too early and this week is still non-divisional weeks. Next week starts divisional week, so get your boys ready. Get your men ready. Get them ready to battle because winter is coming. Remember that. Then we go to this week. Let's see what our matchups are looking like this week. Scoreboard. You got myself against Not Easy Being Cheesy. God, I hope I beat Not Easy Being Cheesy because I will be so embarrassed if I get beat by an auto pick team, which might happen at this point in time because my pitching is just not showing up at all. But right now I have a 2.57 ERA with 9 strikeouts. Thank you, Jeremy Hellickson. Then we have the game of the week. Game of the week. GOTW. Game of the week. Would be the Great Bambi, who's 2-0. Against the red hot, the young and the restless, because AJ beat the shit out of him last week. So it should be a pretty good matchup. And then next one would be Lick My Pujols versus the Balking Dead. Caleb coming off a tough loss last week to Travis, so hopefully he can bounce back from that one. And Lick My Pujols, talk about tough losses, looking like the San Diego Padres last week. Got awful and trying to beat the shit out of Zach Greinke, which was batshit crazy. I respect Greinke for standing his ground, though. I mean, let's be honest. Carlos Quentin has a couple pounds on him. And, well, let's just say, Los Angeles, you shouldn't have paid Zach Greinke $165 million to come play for your baseball team. That was too much. So, because he's depressed and he doesn't know where he is and he only knows the language of Latin. So, come on. And we got Seguin versus Dave. Seguin coming off a good win last week, and Uncle Dave bouncing back from his Super Bowl slump. Hopefully, both these teams looking to keep it together. Both of them have 1 RBI as of right now, so that's neat. That's good, right? And then you got the Menon Bombers versus Dr. Lipschitz. And right now, Ferks has a home run already. So he is leading 5-0-6. Will that be the final score? I don't know. It could be. I mean, it's definitely not out of the realm. So, the power rankings, still waiting on Travis's bitch ass to send those to me because that's all him. Like, I'm going to be like, I'm not going to fuck with his power rankings, you know what I'm saying? The guy might not be here, but he's here in our hearts. He's here in our spirit. He's here in our minds. He's always with us. I'm talking about T-Dot. I'm talking about little Travis. So, hopefully everybody... Oh, my phone just went off. Hopefully everybody balls out this week. And then... have a good week, guys. I mean, let's be honest, some of you are going to lose, some of us are going to win. So, but next week when it starts, on a real note, because that's when your divisional starts. So, good luck to all.